The Dreame L10s Pro Gen 2 might just be the best value robot vacuum out there. The robot packs in LiDAR for precise navigation, a robust 7,000 pascals of suction, and dual rotary mops that scrub like they beat it. And it's only about $300. Sounds too good to be true, so I'm testing it. Do the specs hold up in the real world? Let's find out. Opening up the box, besides the robot itself, we get a charging dock and cable, 2 circular mop pads, and a side brush. The robot has a sleek, low-profile look because of its matte black color, as well as its low height. The robot feels sturdy and well-built. Putting the robot together and connecting it to the app took no time at all. When it comes to mapping, the robot maps the house in around 10 to 15 minutes, which is pretty quick. However, the first time it mapped the house, it forgot to include my room, so I had to run it again to get it correct. It wasn't a problem because of how quick it was, but I suggest keeping as little things on the ground as possible when it is mapping. After the second run though, everything was quite accurate. The app is also very simple and intuitive to use, and provides integration with Google, Alexa, and Siri. As per how the robot navigates its surroundings, it does so pretty well, as expected with its LiDAR technology and other sensors. The robot first goes around the edges of each section, then proceeds to run down in straight lines. It is impressively accurate and does not miss a spot. When obstructed by objects, the robot gets as close to the object as possible, then without hitting it, moves out of the way, maximizing the mounted area clean. However, the robot does not navigate around power cords, so make sure that all wires are picked up from the ground before the run. Overall though, this robot has great navigation. Next, let's talk about the robot's vacuuming performance. First, I put this robot to test against small food items. As you can see, while it initially scattered all the food away, it came back around and cleaned all of it. Next, I tried some bigger items such as these chips. Just like before, the robot first pushed the food away and then it came back to clean up all of the chips and left nothing behind. Now, it is worth mentioning that the robot did all of this while in standard mode. So if I pushed it to its max 7,000 pascals of vacuuming power, you can easily clean up a lot of bigger messes as well. Clearly, vacuuming is a breeze for the Dreame robot. As per how it performs in vacuuming carpets, similarly to how it does on hard floors, the robot does a good job in cleaning up everything and leaving nothing behind. At this price range, most robot vacuums struggle with mopping, but this one excels in daily use. You can adjust the moisture level. I keep mine near max. Despite its small 300ml tank, it's usually sufficient, and refilling mid-run is rarely needed in standard mode. The mopping performance is great for day-to-day scenarios, as it mops the floor well. The dual rotary mops do really make a difference here. Every time the robot is run, you can be sure that your floor will be free of any dust and really clean once it's done. However, don't expect it to clean tough stains, as it doesn't have the power to do that. The cherry on top is that the vacuum uses ultrasonic sensors to detect the carpet, and when it does so, raises up its mop pad 7mm off the ground, making sure your carpet doesn't get wet. In my testing, this has worked wonderfully and it has not wet the carpet even once. Next, with a 5200 mAh battery, the robot does pretty good on battery life. It only lost about 15 to 20% on a 500 square foot area in standard mode, which is really good efficiency. At this rate, the robot could easily vacuum and mop most people's house without needing to charge twice. The robot takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge depending on where it left off from, which isn't a problem as it charges overnight. So, what's the final breakdown? Well, the only con that I found with this robot vacuum is that it can't navigate around power cords. Otherwise, this robot has an intuitive app that makes it really easy to use. Decent battery life and navigation, is relatively quiet on standard mode, and has great mopping for day-to-day use, and most importantly, outstanding suction power. Now, should you buy it? For someone that wants a robot vacuum with great vacuuming and mopping, decent navigation and fast mapping, this robot is great all around, especially with its low price tag. You should only upgrade to a different one if you have a really large house and the water tank isn't sufficient for you, or if you have power cords all over the place that could obstruct the robot. Other than that, this is a great buy for most people. And that concludes it. The Dreame L10s Pro Robot Vacuum certainly delivers both on paper and in real life, and probably is the best value for money robot vacuum for most people at this price. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.